morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Weekend is here. Well, I guess almost. I didn't think this thoroughly through my location. I had an idea where I wanted to go. I went, but it was really windy. And I'm like, this is going to suck. And then I went to a different location where I am standing now, and it's just as windy. So I really don't know how much you can hear of me talking. I do have my external mic plugged in with the buffer on it, so hopefully by hearing me and not this wind, not one bit. I am going to say good morning to some people, even though you might not even hear me. Who the hell knows right now? Good morning, Doug, Debbie, Cynthia, Julie, Cal, Rosso, Jason, what's going on? Hello, home candies. Good morning. Debbie, hello. Good morning. It's choppy, yeah, because this external mic also sucks. So this is going to be very quick. This is going to be very quick because, yeah. Broken audio. All right. Yeah, the external mic is broken. I can tell because last time I used it, you guys said the same thing. I'm sure now it's even worse with the wind. Tim, what's going on? Let me know if it's much worse with the wind. If it is, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go stand to block the wind. Or I could go around the building because the wind is behind me. Let's go for a walk. Let's go behind this building. Right over there. I am sitting on this dock, well, standing on this dock. I sound better, but was it windy, Debbie? Could you hear the wind? Was the wind bad? My concern was the wind. This is private property, but, well, this isn't. This is the town's boat ramp. That's where I was hanging out. But I don't mind going on the other side. See, there's no wind right here. There's no wind at all, which is very unusual. We'll walk over. Yeah, I get it, Tim. Yeah, I'm gonna end up. I don't know if it's the mic. I don't think it's the mic that's broken. I think it's the adapter that I had to buy to have the mic fit my phone. I might just buy a whole new setup. You know what? We'll come sit over here. I don't expect anybody to tow my car. Here we go. We'll come sit. We'll come sit. I don't know about sitting, but there's no wind here. I don't feel wind. You know what? We'll come sit on these rocks over here. I didn't want to hold the gimbal, but we will. There we go. There we go. Nice spot. We'll sit right here. Hopefully we'll see some boats go by. Put my coffee down. All right. I'm assuming a little better. I'm assuming no wind because I'm not feeling any. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, we're just going to, Doug, what's going on? Yeah, we're just going to, I have a feeling it's this adapter right here. Because it ain't the mic. It can't be the mic. I don't see the mic being broken. I didn't use it enough, and I think it's this right here. And I have more of these at home, so we'll do a test. We'll do a test, and Suzanne's up. I left real quick. I saw she was up. She was turning her work computer on. Left her breakfast. She asked for something yesterday, and I left it there. Yeah, we're here in Tiverton, hometown. Tiverton, Rhode Island. Here's the Canonicus Bridge, the new one. I was going to show you the old train tracks, excuse me, and everything, but that's on the other side. So hence the like I said, I had it always the idea of just coming down here. Hence the thumbnail with the boats. The boats. Excuse me. This cough is still here. Well, Cynthia, there might be some more bingo with Regina coming up sooner than you think. Leaving for the 5 a.m. Leaving. Did you leave this morning, or are you leaving tomorrow? I know you and Jen are heading over. Jason, I know you guys are heading that way. Good for you guys. I wish I was. I don't even know. Hold on. Need a sip of my coffee. Morning, Jeanette. Heading out tomorrow morning. Gotcha, Jason. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, Regina's got plans to head up this way. Nothing's officially announced until she gets the okay from, from her bosses. Let me see what's four bars. There's more than 4 bars in Tiverton, but 4 bars. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a minute. I wanted to do this last weekend. Thumbnail was out. Everything was set. But things happen. Last time we went live, was we went for fried seafood, Suzanne and I. That was the last time I went live, to be honest with you. I might have put out a couple of shorts or something, but nothing extravagant. I know I was on with Chris and everything, but yeah, just wanted to come in, catch up, talk. I don't know, shoot the breeze, BS. I'm gonna sit on this lower one so I can put my back to this other stone here. There we go. Just don't hang the legs over, because then I might lose my Crocs. I could get them. They're right there if they fall off. Yeah, it's been a minute. I don't know. Just missed most of you. Can't say all of you, because we know there's ninjas that just watch to be who they are. So 99% of you. Miss talking to some of you. Hopefully you guys have been okay. I sound like the Brits now. You okay? Hopefully you guys have been all right. Like I said, the weekend is here. We got some, not plans. I'm not going to call them plans. I mean, we made plans. We made plans to go school shopping. Ethan goes back 2 weeks from yesterday. Ethan goes back to school, and we got to go do some school shopping for him. 13 years old. He looks like he's 19. He's as hairy as a 70-year-old. And I say that because, have you seen some old men? We seem to get hairier as we get older. So, but he is one hairy boy. He was born very hairy. I mean, he had a full head of hair he looked like John Stamos when he was born. He had that much hair. Combed and everything. But no, we got to take him some school shopping. And it's just not... I don't mind going school shopping, because I usually pick up a couple of things for me for vacation. But, man, it's not like the old days of just going to... and let me start off by saying this. Suzanne always dressed the kids like she dressed herself, which was always high end. And when I mean high end, I'm not putting down any other retailers, but Suzanne wouldn't go to Old Navy for like, let's say Michaela. She wouldn't go to Old Navy for Michaela. It was more Justice, Macy's, spots like that. I mean, Children's Place, I guess, when they were very young, kindergarten, first grade, whatever. But, as she got it older, she dressed Michaela like, Suzanne was very bougie, still is to a point. Very bougie. And so she does the same with Ethan. But a boy's different. There is no Justice for boys. Justice was a girl's, expensive clothing store. But, for boys, it's hey, I guess I'm the same way. I like my Under Armour and stuff, but he's not a boy anymore. I miss the days of, yes, let's go to Gap and buy, 4 shirts for like $25, whatever it was. The kid's in adult clothes now, so everything has just doubled in price pretty much. And it's like this you got to take out a second mortgage to go school shopping for a 13-year-old. I know I'm missing a lot of chat. When I start BS and like just not ranting. I'm not ranting, just talking. Just everybody saying good morning. Everybody just making sure I didn't miss anybody. I don't see anybody different. Okay, I think Herschel Margie. Good morning. He was a monkey as a newborn, and don't freaking kid that he wasn't. He only had a full. Well, all right. He had a head of a monkey. But no, not ranting. Just talking without taking a breath. I was thinking of going and stand right there, but do you think that would fall into the water? I mean, it's roped off, so I guess I couldn't. But do you think that would fall in the water, and would I drown? I'm not a swimmer. I don't really know how to swim. I can survive. I think I can survive. I don't want to find out, but do you think I would make it to this ladder? I wouldn't need that ladder. I guess I could walk right here. Okay, squirrel, get back on track. All smiles. Vicky, good morning, Vicky. So yeah, just shopping for Ethan is not, it's still fun. Well, it's really not. The kid hates it. The kid hates going out. So I don't know if it's fun, but we hit the same stores and he's just not, I mean, I guess who wears jeans anymore? So it's like, you don't shop for jeans for the kid. He's not a jeans person. He likes his lounge clothing like I do. I mean, I own jeans, but I guess it's just to go out, like, dinner or whatever, or bingo in the winter. But it's not like when we went to school. I went to school, and especially, he's going into 8th grade, last year in middle school. So I remember last year in middle school, but then again, yeah, last year middle school for us was close to MC Hammer. So some of us had MC Hammer pants. Then early high school was the khakis were coming in. I don't see, so with Ethan being the khaki boy, and stuff like that. So we hit the same stores. It's Under Armour, it's Nike, it's he won't even wear Reebok because Suzanne won't buy Reebok, God forbid. It's Nike or nothing. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I look forward to now, like with the granddaughters, like Serenity's going to preschool. Serenity's going to do 2 years of preschool. She was, I thought my coffee just fell. She was accepted early to well, I guess it's not early because you could put them in as 3.5-year-olds. But she was accepted. So, it's like, I might jump into Children's Place and be like, oh, look, a couple of outfits for Serenity to wear to school. I miss those days. Now it's like, which Under Armour shirts do you want? And why am I paying $25 a piece? Because, well, they should have school sales, but even that, what is a school sale these days? But I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. We'll find out tomorrow. T-shirt and jeans when you're in Debbie. Were you also racing? Debbie was also racing with Grease Lightning at the time, so she had her leather jacket too. Leather jacket, pack of smokes on her, rolled up on her shoulder of the sleeve. We all know I love joking with certain people. It's not everybody take offense right now. Debbie knows we're joking. If it was Caruso, different story. But no, I don't know. So that's what we got going on for tomorrow. Suzanne works in the morning. She's been working some extra hours on a Saturday, so from home, but she's been working. So we'll head out. I don't know. We'll head out after lunch. Maybe we'll grab lunch I don't know. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're at the school shopping stage. Nothing, not last minute. I guess you got 2 weeks, but um, hey, we're not rich, so it's like paycheck to paycheck, whatever's left over, put it aside, take them school shopping. So we'll be doing that. Jane Nashville, Jeanette, hello, welcome in. We always hit the same spot. We go to the outlets, the same ones that are in Disney. I'm sure that, well, I know they have hundreds of them around, but they're owned by Simon Malls, which are the same people that own the Vineland outlets down there. Down in Disney, I mean. The Vineland and another set down there close by. But they're premium outlets owned by Simon Malls. So there's one up here, and that's where we always trend to. They got all the good stores, especially Under Armour. And Suzanne already ordered his sneakers. We always get him 2 pairs of sneakers, one for gym and one to regular days. So she ordered him on clouds just because he walks heavy. So I figured if he's walking heavy, I don't know what he weighed. He didn't go for his physical yet. He ain't going, I think, for another month. But he's a big boy. He's grown a lot in the last 2 years, year over the summer and everything. So he's definitely a big boy. And these on clouds are great. Kevin Keller, what's going on, Kevin? What's going on, buddy? So she ordered a sneaker. So it's not like the old days where I remember going school shopping. I do. I remember somewhat. And I know I call Suzanne bougie, and she is. And she turned me into that. She really did. She turned me into that. And again, not knocking anybody, but I was a Walmart shopper. I really was. I'd go to Walmart. That's where I'd buy everything. Before I met Suzanne, and Suzanne turned me into name brands, all the name brands possible. She dressed me like her. I was a rag doll, and I miss the Four Seasons. Darren grew 3 to 4 inches to something. Yeah, Ethan too, Jeanette. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm hoping Ethan. See, Nicholas stopped like an inch below me, and I'm hoping Ethan passes both of us up. We're not very tall people. Both Suzanne's family, forget it. just forget that. I'm thankful that Ethan passed, her father, when he was like 9. I'm not joking either. I'm thankful for that. So, but I still got a good 4 or 5 inches on him. I don't even know about that. Yeah, at least 4. I'd like my son to be a little bit. I'm 5'9". I'd like him to get in the 5'10" area. Would be nice. Nick's about 5'8". Ethan to get into 5'10" would be cool. 5'10", it's a good number. I'm bummed the Bose outlet is gone in Merrimack. We used to go to Merrimack outlets a lot, especially right when the pandemic, when they finally started letting people in. That was the first trip we took when stuff started open. Why? Because it still had the Disney store, and I'm like, we're going up to New Hampshire. But we've been up there a good 3 or 4 times. I like the outlets. I like the view of that outlet. I like the way it's set up along the mountains there. Yeah, the one in Rentham, the one we go to is in Rentham, and the Bose closed too. The Sony, I remember the Sony store. We do have height aspirations, but I mean, shit, Tim, you're taller than me, buddy. You got a good height to you. What was I saying? Yeah, Suzanne turned me into what I am now. And that all being said, like I was saying, shopping with my mother back then, it was, you buy what you can afford. We had, and only Suzanne and I don't know if my sister's ninja listening, but maybe one person, maybe 2 right now will know the term Kerr Mill. Kerr Mill was a literally what it is. It's a mill with an outlet store below it. My mother used to work upstairs, the building to the left. And that's where Mom used to shop, was Kerr Mill. And I mean, there was nothing name about it. It was the cheapest plastic sneakers you could find. It was, trust me, I I remember buying my first pair of Reeboks, and that's because I begged and cried and screamed. Everybody know the song Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and parents just don't understand? Well, my mom didn't understand. Didn't understand. Yes, I got made fun of. I got picked on at school. I do. Suzanne knows the story. I've told her the story. I once bought a pair of Pumas. Well, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. My mother once bought me a pair of Pumas. Black Puma sneakers. Now, you're all saying, like, hey, Pumas, nothing wrong with it. Now there is nothing wrong with Puma sneakers. Back in the early 90s, there was a problem with Puma sneakers. You know, aspiring boys did not wear Puma sneakers. You wore Reeboks. You wore Nikes if you could afford them. Even Reeboks if you could afford them. You wore Converse. You wore offered me any. What the hell did my phone offered me any? What the hell did my phone just do? Okay, are we back? Because my phone just went black. It came back on its own. The timer is going. I'm hoping we're back. Julie McConnell, I love the real outlet shop attached to the warehouse. Yeah, but this was for. It just wasn't. It sounds great, but it wasn't. If that makes any sense, Julie McCowan. You don't know if it's a compliment to me. I already forgot what I said, but. We have a Sawgrass Mall. I'd love to visit a Sawgrass outlet. I really would. Thank you, Doug. We're back. All right. I don't know what just happened. My phone just flashed and scared the hell out of me. But I saw the timer stop, too. Wendy B. Good morning, Wendy. Yes, happy coffee. I haven't shown my coffee. Let's show coffee. I went to Cheap Brew. Why? Again, I was going to... Suzanne's where I was going. There's a little coffee place right over here around the corner. But it was full of people, like sitting outside. So I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. It's called Coastal Roasters. That's where I was going to go. And then I saw the people. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to Cumberland Farms. When did Cumberland Farms start charging more than $1.50 for coffee? $2.29. But it's still a good coffee. I love Cumberland. You make it yourself. Really good cup of coffee. Yeah, I see we're back. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, good morning, Wendy B. See, there's my phone going dark again. I'm not even in the sun. What is wrong? She gets credit for saving the Puma boy. But what was I saying? So, yeah, I got made fun of a lot. And the kids never did. Yeah, even the older kids. Because, again, Nicholas Serena. And, yes, that was my daughter Serena. Yes, if you're watching This Our Dreams. They were very young when Suzanne came along. Nicholas was 18 months. Serena was 9 months. So Suzanne, did a lot of the raising on my side, for the kids. So those kids always, didn't have a problem going to school, dressed nicely. Suzanne, okay. Yeah, just to touch on Suzanne's comment right now. I don't care, she can get mad at me. I will share pictures of Suzanne when I first met my wife. There's always two that I share, but I will find others. I have others. I know where others are. Okay, my wife was very bougie. My wife was very expensive. She is very expensive. Okay, my wife, and there's nothing wrong with that. We work for what we have. There's nothing wrong with spending it. I don't like when she overspends, but it's, my wife's my wife. She's a woman on her own. We do make a lot of, decisions together, but what I spend my money on, and what she spends her money on, we don't need permission for each other. So I'll say that. But yes, my wife was very bougie. My wife was very expensive. When I first met my wife, and what I came from, and what I mean that, my ex-wife, she turned me into who I am now. But, like she just said, I did it on my own. And I want to tell you why. I don't think if I did, I would be able to keep my wife. I'm not making, and I'm not trying to make her sound like a I almost said the word, but that would really get a lot of people to probably leave. Um, I don't even know. I'm not trying to make her sound like she was an awful stuck-up person, because she definitely was not. She definitely is not. Suzanne is definitely not stuck up. She just likes nice things. There's a difference. But yes, I personally felt myself that if I didn't change the way I dress, if I didn't change the way I bought things, that this girl who it was love at first sight. I don't care what anybody says. Actually, everybody's agreed with me. And even she finally agreed with me. It was love at first sight. This is why we've been together now for almost 24 years. Next month, 24 years next month. And, 19 years of marriage. It was love at first sight. But I knew that there was no way she was going to want to be with the little greenhorn that I was. And I don't mean that in any disrespect. I am Portuguese. I can call myself whatever I want. So, I'm missing a lot of chat. Yes, Suzanne Suzanne has a champagne life on a beer budget. Very true. On a crappy beer. She's living on she's living on quartz. And I guess maybe only people up here will know what I mean. Definitely her. She's living on quartz. She's living a champagne life on quartz. Well, I don't have to get into what a quart is, but it's a thing. It's a thing up here. Cynthia, well put. Well put, because that sounds like more like Suzanne. That's awesome. Yeah, the Temu is the new beer budget. Temu is the new beer budget. But no, I listen. I'm just being serious. I'm totally. You guys know me. There's no need for me to bullshit anybody. There's no need for me to lie. Yeah, I've told you all. If I like you, I'll tell you I like you. If I don't, I'm going to tell you I don't. I'm going to tell people the people I don't like and the people I do like. I'm going to tell you the honest truth, because there's no need for me to BS anybody. So yes, my wife was love at first sight. I saw her from a distance. You have all heard that story. And here we are 24 years later. Okay? But I honestly, my opinion, if I didn't change a little bit about myself, I don't think she would have stuck around, because I knew what she liked. Just by her appearance, I knew what she liked. But then again, I showed up with a minivan, a couple of car seats, and she agreed to go out with me. So, I don't know. Maybe there was something there for her, too. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. We're jumping around, but nothing like a Disney World freak stream without jumping around. So yeah, I got picked on. The kids never did, clothes-wise. Yeah. So that's what we're doing about people. We're going school shopping. I'm gonna sit back up on this other one because I can't sit with my legs crossed anymore. Okay. I'm gonna take my sip of my coffee. But I know a lot of you still do school shopping. I'm sure a lot of you. I think a lot of you. I know Cynthia. Cynthia still does a lot of school shopping. Joy and Jeanette. I think Jeanette, right? Darren's still in school. Yeah. So, I'm sure Jeanette still goes and does some school shopping. I'm thinking high school next year. We'll let Ethan not go off on his own, because he's again, and not. I know I touch on this a lot, but if you've met Ethan, you know Ethan. I don't think Ethan would go out and shop on his own, but I think maybe next year, and we'll do it this year too. I'm sure. We'll show, Ethan a shirt. You like this shirt? And I bring up Jeanette perfectly because she's met Ethan many times. Ethan will shrug his shoulders and be like, whatever. So, to let Ethan in the store by himself and tell him to go pick out a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know if we'll do that this year, but I think it's time where it's like, Ethan, if you don't like a shirt, you better tell your mother, instead of her just buying it. So we'll do that. I had to teach Tony how to budget. Bro, budget's a different story, Wendy. Budget is a different story. I don't know if we budget. We don't budget well. We just spend what we have. This, we have this. We're going to spend it. So, there's no budget for school. Well, I guess there is a budget, but we're not going to buy a school year's worth of clothes tomorrow. It's not like the old days. I don't think anybody does that. I know my mother, we'd go out buy 7 pairs of, this is another thing. My mother go out buy 7 pairs of pants, 7 or 8 shirts, and we were done for the year. And there you go, you got school shopping. And I said pants because back then, the climate has changed a lot. Back then it was, you go back to school, you're wearing pants. Ethan won't wear pants until maybe November because it's just warmer up here now. It's a whole different story. Suzanne will go out, and it drives me nuts because I think of the old-fashioned way. I do. Suzanne will go out today. She won't buy pants unless there's a good price on it. She'll go buy him another 3 or 4 pairs of shorts because he's outgrowing these so we can wear now. And then we'll go do some more school shopping whenever he needs pants and stuff like that, or long-sleeve shirts. But it's not like the old days where it's like, all right, we'll go do a full school shopping right now, done. No, Suzanne will, get him by the first month of school. He'll still wear some stuff that he has through the summer. But it's not like, let's just go buy everything now. He's German that time. Wendy, then I must be part German then. Right, there's no Disney budget. It is no budget. No, there is no budget. The only budget I know of is the one I rented my car from for this trip. And the only place I rent my cars from is budget. But, yeah, I don't know. But like I said, that's what we're doing tomorrow. So it'll be all right. We'll go out tomorrow. We'll go get him some stuff. And again, if you know Ethan, he can care less. So if it was up to him, he'd stay home, let us go do the shopping, and he don't care. But he's at that age where it's like, no, you need to try stuff on, buddy. It's not like we're going to guess what size you're wearing. Nice views. Thank you. Mouse Talk, good morning. It's like I saw the name pop up and it went away. I'm like, wait, that was Blue. I don't even know who I'm thinking. Good morning, Mouse Talk. Hope you and Melissa are doing well, Walt. Yeah, we're here. What is it? This is Narragansett Bay. This is not Narragansett Bay. This is, I'm not quite sure right now, and I live here. What is this? This isn't Narragansett Bay. Taunton River's to the right. That leads to Narragansett Bay. This goes around, whatever. See, that's Portsmouth, Rhode Island. All the way down yonder, down that way is Middletown. Would it be Middletown? Maybe part of Portsmouth still. And behind it would be Newport in the open ocean. Sakonnet River. Yes, this is the Sakonnet River. How stupid was I? This is the Sakonnet River. Excuse me. Jeanette, you have a great day at work. Rob Lowe, what's going on? It is very tranquil. The other side of this building where we started is where the boat ramp is, but it was a little windy. This is the new bridge, Sakonnet River Bridge. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot this was Sakonnet River when that is the Sakonnet River Bridge. Yeah, Jeanette, have a great day at work. I'm sure we'll see you in some chats very soon. Yeah, I don't know. It's nice that we still get to do it. Because eventually Ethan, like I said, will outgrow everything and just be an adult. And, we have the grandkids we can cater to a little bit. So we still have that. Yeah, like I said earlier, we were going to do this last week, but I got very sick. Suzanne's like, why don't you just tell him? Because I did put something in the what was that? The channel info. I already forgot what the hell that's called. I care less. I came down with COVID, to be honest with you. Suzanne made me test. I mean, it was a really bad cold, because that's what I consider COVID is anyways. But she made me test and it came back positive. It did start, it went through the whole house. It started with Michaela. I know it started with Michaela. She was sick for a little bit. Came on to me, and then Suzanne and Ethan. Everybody's better now. I mean, just some lingering. I have a lingering cough. I think Suzanne has the same, but Ethan is all better. But yeah, that was our weekend last week. That was it was. I was good enough to. I don't care. Come after me if you want. I mean, like I said, it was a freaking cold. I was good enough to still go Saturday to that, and I tried selling my tickets to Nate Bargatze, the comedian. Suzanne wasn't feeling ill yet. She actually started feeling ill on Sunday. But Saturday, I was actually decent. No sniffles, no sneezing, just a cough. And I'm like, oh, where, I tried selling tickets, couldn't sell them, so I'm like, we're going. I'm not losing all this money. Francisco, what's going on? Debbie, we are. Everybody's better. Everybody's is feeling much better. But yeah, we went, so we still went. Decent show. Suzanne's the comedian in the family. Well, I mean, I'm the comedian, but that's what she likes. It was a Christmas gift for her. Yes, I said Christmas. Bought these tickets last year. It was a Christmas gift for her. And she wouldn't drive to Boston with Michaela, so I knew I was going to this one. I don't know, he had 3 openers. 2 of them was funny. Actually, one of them was funny. Another one, which was a little person, to use the correct term. I don't remember his name. He was okay. But there was another one, man, he just sucked. Like, oh my God, just please, why are you out here? But Nate's funny. He's got a dry humor. And I put it this way, Suzanne and I have agreed this. Picture Jeff on stage telling jokes. The way Jeff talks, the way Jeff tells stories, just picture Jeff on stage telling jokes. That's who Nate Bargatze reminds me of. So, Nate's much funnier, of course, but no, I mean, he told a few good ones, and it was all right, but it's not my thing. The little guy was all right. Don't call him that. It was a little person. The little person. The host was great. The guy right before Nate was really, really good. But the guy in between, man, he was just awful. Julie McCowan, it was all right. It was. Who am I kidding? See, I am telling jokes. I am not kidding. Yeah, it was nothing. It's what she liked, so I bought it for her for Christmas, and I ended up going along. Nothing I would, prefer to do. I'm not sure I'd pay to see Jeff. Hey, you never know. It might be, Jeff might retire soon and jump out there. But who knows? Who knows? But that's what it's been like the last couple of weeks. It's just been rough. That's why I canceled that morning. This was supposed to be last Friday. I'm like, I can't get out of the house. I can't move. I'm like, this is just stupid. I ain't going anywhere. Paul Angle, good morning, sir. Welcome in. So I ended up staying home, but Saturday went to that. Then, like I said, Sunday, Suzanne woke up, and I'm like, oh, this is, I could see it in your eyes. And Ethan, too. Ethan, I think it was like Monday, really hurting, a couple of fevers. Just kept popping Tylenol to help with the fever, but slept a lot. The kid's, when he's sick, when he's sick, when all he wants to do is sleep. I don't know what these fish are eating, but they are jumping in, they're going into that water. I don't know if you can see them. They're very small, very tiny white birds. They look white from here. Where are they? Can you see them? Oh, they're that way more. There's one. Oh, try not to make you sick. I don't know what they're right there. There's gotta be a little school or something. It's gotta be small for these guys to be eating it, but zoom back out. Yeah, good morning, Paul. Hey, I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. Like I said, it's been a minute. I just wanted to come catch up, say hello. I know before the summer I said I was going to do one of these once a week. I think I did one. The one over in Fall River by the water. And the evening one Suzanne and I did after dinner. But you know, you guys know me. I'll stream when I feel like it. This bird's coming right at me. Just don't poop on me, please. I know it's good luck, but I don't feel like changing. You guys know me. I stream when I feel like it, and I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. I am in no obligation to put out content. I am in no obligation to, to be out here. It's whatever I feel like. Yeah. That all being said, I do have a stream set up for Sunday. Suzanne and I are big fans of The Gilded Age, the TV show on HBO. You can watch it on Max. The Gilded Age. It is not like Downtown Abbey, but it's got somewhat something to do with it. I know we argued on Chris's stream with Steve about it being almost like Bridgerton. Not even close. Well, no, there is no sex in this TV show. Where Bridgerton, I think it's just a soft porn in the old English Empire. But The Gilded Age, and a lot of it was filmed in Newport. We do have the Newport mansions, where a lot of, the new money and old money have their summer cottages. Well, Sunday, I did not notice. Every 3 years, there is a coaching exhibit. And when I mean coaching exhibit, not what I used to do with baseball and soccer, but horses and carriages, horse coaches. And there will be parades. There is one today. There's two today. There's two tomorrow, and there's one Sunday. And there is a free exhibit on Saturday, I believe, as well, but we have to go shopping. So I chose the Sunday parade. Suzanne was supposed to be off today, but another coworker needed a day off, so Suzanne is working. And then there's another reason why we couldn't go, and I'll get into that in a little bit if I remember I have time. It's not anything important, but I decided we're going to do Sunday. We're going to go watch the parade. So they're leaving one mansion, parade around a certain section of Newport, and then come back to a different mansion. So we're going to catch the parade leaving. I will walk around a little bit, show you some of the mansions, talk a little bit, and then we'll catch the parade. We'll come back. I don't know how many coaches there are. I don't know how many horses total. I like that, so I want to go see it. I think some of you will like it too, so I figured I would stream it. Because you all know I tend to stream what I think, not that I know, I think people will like. Jason, have a good day, buddy. Have fun at the fort, man. Very jealous. Melissa is up near you guys this weekend. It's her mom's 75th. Oh. She went up to surprise her. That's wonderful. Well, happy birthday to your mother-in-law. Happy 75th. Wonderful. She's in Maine. Not too far. Far enough for me to be like, she wanted to meet us halfway. No, I'm sure. Gilded Age is very good. Love the Gilded Age. It is a very good show, especially if you know the history about it. Again, because of a lot of it being around here, Newport. A lot of it's, Newport is mentioned a lot. A lot of it is filmed in Newport. I went and streamed some of the filming locations a couple of years ago for season 2, I believe. It's just gotten better. Walt, I think you can agree that season 1 was, all right, this is nice. Season 2 was like, oh, okay. But this season was like, damn, they spent some money. They wrote some good stories. And yeah, can't wait for season 4. But it's like one of those shows. Season 4 might come out in 2027. It's just, I know they're not filming yet. They're not filming yet, so, but they did. It is renewed for 4th season, not filming yet. I tend to get, what's awesome right now is Rhode Island has turned into a very large filming location for movies and shows. And there is a Rhode Island Film and Studio something, and they're putting out info on filming locations. Just more of a heads up to people because of driving in the cities and stuff like that. J.J. Abrams is here this weekend, and next week. I've gotten info that J.J. Abrams is in Providence. I don't know, because he is the director. I know he will be here. Now, I've read the movie they're filming was already filmed, a lot of it in the UK. They're filming a few scenes here in Rhode Island. It's got Samuel L. Jackson and I can't remember the other two other main actors. So I don't know if any of them will be here, but J.J. Abrams will be. If it was a little closer, I would probably go for the ride and try to get a shot of J.J. Abrams. But it's not as close as I would like, so I am not heading. I am not heading that way. I think we might get more than that. There's a lot of stories to tell, because it's all, it's true stories, is it not? I don't know. I mean, you got to read all the info, but it's based on true characters. And if you follow the story, Bertha and George are supposed to get divorced, and it's leading that way. Gladys is supposed to have 3 children. Are we going that way? But then again, the Russells supposedly had 3 children, and it was the youngest son who actually took over the railroad. Not Larry. So I mean, they are staying with some true stories, but changing a few things. So there's a lot. Miss Brooke getting married. Thank God they told Miss Cosby over there to shove it. At least her husband did. Well, we can do a whole show on the Gilded Age. Bring Angie along. Angie loves it too. I would love to be an extra if I had the time, Cynthia. I would jump in. I know of a couple of people who are extras. Actually, we all know Tommy. Tommy Corner Sports. He is not in the Gilded Age. But Tommy has been filming for the last couple of movies filmed at Rhode Island. He doesn't put it out there. And I don't think Tommy would yell at me, because, I mean, you can just IMDb Tommy if you want. So I'm not hiding. I'm not spoiling anything. Tommy is part of the what is that? What is that? Oh my God! The Actors Guild? Is it the Actors Guild? The union. The Actors, is it Guild? I believe so. That's why Gilded Age was in my head. But Tommy is part of that. Tommy is in the union. Tommy is a member. Tommy was on strike. What was it? A year ago. Whatever it was, 18 months ago, when they were on, thank you, Screen Actors Guild. Thank you, Paul Angle. Yes, Tommy is part of that. Tommy from Corner Sports. And I know he texted me, he's like, Carlos, I'm going to be filming in Newport for this last thing, the M. Night Shyamalan movie. So he was part of that. He was giving me a heads up when they were going to be filming. Just couldn't make it out there during the week. Yes, Tommy used to work on the dock, and then he opened a sports store, and then a lot of things people might not know about Tommy. Tommy played junior hockey. Tommy's a great hockey player. Tommy is of age now, but Tommy was a great hockey player. Tommy played junior hockey. Don't let the man kid you that we've seen on a couple of streams. Tommy's done a lot. And he does a lot for this community. He does a lot for friends. Tommy's great. Tommy and Claudia are great people. Glad I've known them for over 20 years now. Kay Wilby, welcome in, Kay. Hello. But yeah, the Gilded Age is great. So what was I saying? So Sunday we're going to be at the parade. We're going to be coaching. We're going to be showing the parade. I think Suzanne and I are going to have breakfast first, and then we'll go over. I don't like to go out on Sundays, but I know we couldn't do it tomorrow. And today, like I said, I would have went today. I don't know if you saw what I walked by. I walked by a white van. I have the work truck with me right now because our car, what is brand new, you all know that, it's a brand new lease. I don't think we've had it 6 months, is back in the shop. It was making a clunk noise every once in a while, a couple of turns, and then it was clunking some more. Come to find out, the strut let go on the passenger side. So it's back in the shop. It's back at the dealership. It's been there since yesterday. It'll be done today. So I didn't want to drive the van all the way out to Newport. I mean, my boss was very nice. If I need to go somewhere, I will take the van. I mean, I bring it home, but you know what I mean. I didn't want to drive it all the way to Newport. So, yeah, freaking car's back in the dealership. But that's why I'm not out there. Because I would have went today, done today's parade. I think it's at 10:30 or 12, something like that. While Suzanne was working. I know there's one this evening. And tomorrow, like I said, we're just busy. I could go do tomorrow mornings and then do Sundays again. Definitely going to go Sunday because I know Suzanne wants to see it. So we're definitely going Sunday. And there's no need, I guess, to do the same thing more than once. It's not, a big deal. It's not a big deal. A lot more birds. There's got to be a school or something there. There is some people fishing to catch some scup and stuff like that. But, yeah, so we got a stream set up for Sunday. I know next week it's hard. It's hard to make a couple of decisions. Next week is that Portuguese parade I've streamed a couple of times, except for last year because of, Mom died that same day, that morning. We were ready to go. Chairs are out. Gimbal was in the truck. And we got that drastic call that Mom had passed. So it's going to be a year next Sunday. So I'm contemplating, do I want to stream it? I know my sister wants to go watch the parade. I know Suzanne wants to go. I'm still up in the air. We used to go all the time was to take my mother. So I don't know. I don't know. But it's up in the air. I'm contemplating. That feather is just rolling. I'm sure you guys can't see it, but it's a feather. That's not feather. That is plastic. It's feather? I can't tell. I want to see these birds pull something up. It's got to be small, whatever they're munching on. But usually with the small schools like that, there is larger fish hanging around eating the smaller schools. I think that's why that guy moved over there and started casting that way. Try to catch something. But yeah, you got to meet Tommy. Yes, you did, Tim, but you got to meet me too. But, doesn't say much, does it? So, yeah, I don't know what we're doing. I was just saying all this because, like I said, I stream whenever the heck I feel like it. Not, obligated or, there's no schedule. But there is something Sunday, and there might be something next week. Might be something next week. And that's it. That's it. How long have we been going? We have been going almost an hour. Almost an hour. I don't know if anybody else has plans for this weekend. I hope you all have plans for this weekend. I know Jeff's away for the weekend. Walt, you say Melissa's away. Sure, Walt will be streaming this weekend. Gives him something to do while the wifey's away. So I'm sure Walt will be streaming this weekend. Chris will be live Saturday. Man, a lot more birds. Now I'm intrigued. When I go to my car, I want to see if they're catching anything. But yeah, I think that's it. I think we're gonna call it. Good hour. Enough. I'm gonna go home, have some breakfast. 9:13. I might go do groceries, or I might just wait to pick up my truck later, then go. I don't know. I don't like driving a van around a lot. I have been building my Lego. It's not done yet. I know I haven't done it on streams, but again, I just use that term of I just don't feel like, haven't felt like streaming. So I don't know. But besides that, I'm going to do something real quick. Okay, I think we're back. I had to my screen was exactly weird. I am going to buy a new phone before our trip. That much I know. I don't know if it's the phone that's acting stupid, if it's YouTube. At least my names are correct. I can see everybody's name. Unlike on Jeff's stream the other day where it was awful. Gotta check out Walt's stream too. I know Jennifer's was fine, but Jeff recently, it's just going to the handles, and that's awful. But all right, besides that, I'm gonna call it. Appreciate everybody that came in and listened. Thanks for keeping me company. I did miss you guys. Like I said, I really miss you guys. And so I wanted to come say hello. I'm sure we'll see others in chat here and there. Besides that, I'll leave you with something pretty. I'll zoom in on the American flag there. And that little, I don't know, it's a boat. It's not really a yacht. We'll leave you with that. Bye, everyone.